Guys, welcome to my video. It's Ewan. Yes, today we're gonna see the story of Dear David.
Saw him, I was experiencing sleep paralysis. By the name of
Warning. This video, if you have nightmares, please don't see this video. It's only about boat monsters. Horror.
Just over a week ago, the internet became fascinated with something rather strange that was unfolding on Twitter. A writer and illustrator by the name of Adam Ellis posted a claim that he was being haunted by the spirit of a dead child. The following is his story. August 7th. My apartment is currently being haunted by the ghost of a dead child, and he's trying to kill me. He started appearing in dreams, but I think he's crossed over into the real world now. The first time I saw him, I was experiencing sleep paralysis and saw a child sitting in the green rocking chair at the foot of my bed. He had a huge, misshapen head that was dented on one side. I did my best to draw it. For a while, he just stared at me, but then he got out of the chair and started shambling towards the bed. I couldn't move because I was paralyzed. I have sleep paralysis fairly often, and it sucks. Right before he reached my bed, I woke up screaming. I had another dream a few nights later where I was in a library and a girl came up to me and said, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you?" I asked, "Who?" And she said, "Dear David, you saw him." She continued, "He's dead. He only appears at midnight, and you can ask him 2 questions if you said Dear David first." Then she added, "But never try to ask him a 3rd question, or he'll kill you." Then David came back in another dream. Same situation, I was in bed, and he was sitting at the rocking chair near the window, staring at me. In the dream, I say, "Dear David, how did you die?" He mumbles, "An accident in a store." I say, "Dear David, what happened in the store?" He groans, "A shelf was pushed on my head." I'm frozen with fear. I ask, "Who pushed the shelf?" David doesn't answer. I realize that I've asked a 3rd question, which I'm not supposed to do. At that point, I wake up, absolutely terrified. Over the next couple days, I Googled deaths in the city, but I can't find anything about a kid named David dying in a store. I even tried different names, Daniel, Dylan, Devin. Nothing. A few weeks go by without incident. Sort of randomly, the apartment above mine is vacated, and I have the opportunity to move into it. It's a larger apartment, so I'm thrilled. Another month or 2 goes by, and I sort of forget about Dear David. I think he lost track of me because I moved upstairs. But lately something strange is happening. For the past 4 nights, my cats gather at the front door at exactly midnight and just stare at it. Almost like something is on the other side. Last night, I got a weird feeling and looked out the peephole, and I'm dead certain I saw movement on the other side. When I opened the door and turned on the hall light, nothing was there, but my cat seemed unnerved, bushy tails, etc. And that's where I am right now. Dear David found me, I think. I don't know what to do, but I'll keep you updated. Update. For the 6th night in a row, my cat has walked over to the door promptly at midnight and stared at it. What is going on?
Holy shit, get out of here. Let's go all over the place for God.
Okay, so I took a photo through the peephole because I'm too scared to open the door. I feel like I saw something. I couldn't tell, so I mustered up the courage to open the door. Nothing was out there, but I took another photo. Look at this. Is it just me, or is there something in the first photo right where the banister meets the shelves, hiding in the stairs? I wasn't sure if it was a smudge or something like that, so I took a second photo from inside. There was something out there. I deadbolted the door and got in bed because I don't know what else to do. I can still hear my cat meowing at the door. I'm pretty scared. This initial thread was posted between August 7th and August 8th, and on the next day, August 9th, Adam posted the following. Good morning. I thought I'd clarify a couple things for new followers. First of all, I am alive. Secondly, I've tested the apartment for carbon monoxide, so I know I'm not being slowly poisoned. Last, I do have a book coming out next year, but it has nothing to do with David. This isn't viral marketing, it's just a book of funny comics. So I hope that clears things up. I'll keep you all updated should more weird stuff occur. Later, Adam returns again, this time saying he's downloaded a sleep talk app to see if he can manage to record anything strange. He also posts yet another picture of his cats monitoring the door, which he says has become routine at this point. The next morning on August 10th, David says that the sleep app picked up way too much noise the night before, and that he was going to try playing with the settings to see if it would help. Later that night, he posts more pictures and videos of his cats at the door just before midnight, as expected. August 11th. We're once again given more updates from Adam. I used a sound app to record my apartment last night. It makes individual recordings each time it hears something. There were 33 recordings. Most of them are pretty vague. A couple of them are passing cars and such, but there are 3 that I'm actually interested in. The first one is a snapping sound and what seems like a single step. It's odd because I didn't get out of bed all night. This one is weird because out of 33 recordings, this is the only one that has that strange electric sound throughout. This directly follows the electric static. Another snap and then I groan in my sleep. These happen between 2 to 3 in the morning. I have no explanation for them. I'll keep recording and share if I find anything curious. After this, Adam posts a few tweets saying that he's going to be out of town for the weekend and that in the meantime he's gathered up supplies for when he returns. Things like sage, stones, and a Ouija board. August 13th. Adam has returned home and begins updating us once again. So, a weird thing just happened. Take it with a grain of salt. I bought a Polaroid camera this weekend because they're fun and dorky, and I decided to take a few photos around my apartment. Polaroids are stupid and fun and inherently sort of creepy. I didn't expect to find anything, and for the most part, I didn't. I took a couple of my living room and my bedroom. That's the rocking chair where I first saw David. They're pretty unremarkable. Then I went into the hallway and snapped a photo. The Polaroid developed completely black. I even ripped open and destroyed a fresh pack just to see if it was an undeveloped Polaroid, but they start out white. I also thought that maybe I accidentally covered the lens with my finger, so I took a photo while intentionally covering it. The photo on the left is me covering the lens with my finger. The one on the right is my fully lit hallway taken just after midnight. Okay, so one last thing because I wanted to double check. Here's a couple of videos of me taking the photos.
Okay, guys, this is just scary.
Okay, here's my living room. I'll leave that there. Okay, now I'm gonna take a photo of the hallway just to show you what that's like. And as you can see, the first one has already developed. So let's see what this one does. It's gonna take a minute. But it is developing black.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Adam tries taking another picture of the hallway just to make sure, and according to him, it came out black yet again. Honestly, I don't know why I'm still fucking around with this camera. There might be a logical explanation. Someone told me to take photos from farther away, so I tried that. Once with my iPhone and once with the Polaroid. Left is with my phone, right is with Polaroid. The hall light was on both times. Why is it pitch black each time with the Polaroid? August 14th. Adam posts images of himself using the sage he ordered to cleanse his apartment, making sure not to miss the hallway and rocking chair. He updates us a few more times saying that the sage doesn't seem to help and that he barely slept the night before, and said that he kept waking up feeling like something was wrong. August 15th. Sage didn't work. I haven't dreamed about David in a few months, but he appeared again last night. In the dream, my bedroom was filled with hazy smoke, but I could see David sitting on the chair across the room. He was smaller this time, almost shrunken. He didn't do anything except look at me. Anyway, I feel like it's a bad omen. August 16th. Apparently strange faces have been showing up in some of the photos I take. A couple people have pointed this out, which I don't have a real explanation for.
Oh my god.
There's also this, which seems less weird, but still odd that it resembles David. Make of it what you will. The second one doesn't alarm me so much, since it seems like it might just be a reflection. But that first one gives me the creeps. At the time of recording this video, these are the last updates we received from Adam. If you look at everything he's posted, much of it can be easily debunked, but maybe that doesn't make it any less eerie. Given the technology we have these days, we're actually able to sit in and view these events as they supposedly unfold. As for what'll happen next, we're just...
Adam is gonna make a part 2 of Dear David. So like and subscribe for part 2. See you guys in the next video.